We're out at Barlows today. That's VJ up there, one of our geos. This is Mark from Infinity. We're taping out. We're about to do some air core drilling out here, and we're using the GPS to put the tape in for the lines. So when we come through with the grader on the weekend with Alec, we'll know where to go. VJ's down here with the putting his tape in, so they all line up. How long are these lines, VJ? About 600 metres, I think. Yeah. So he's got his GPS out, and we've got all the lines marked in the GPS. So he's just following his lines on the GPS from start to finish, and yeah, that's how we're doing it. Yeah, so it's VJ putting another line. I'll scan around. I can see them flapping up there. You mightn't see them on the camera, but then he gets his GPS out, which has got all the lines on it, and we're doing from the start to the end. And these lines are about 600 metres long. So I've just spray painted a couple of rocks and a bit of a stick there to signify that's the start of this particular line, which is line 4. We'll put some pegs in before after we finish the lines. Here's a little Currajong tree. It's actually growing right next to what we call a Minna-Ritchie tree. Now the Minna-Ritchie trees only grow in a particular sort of soil in the goldfields, and that's what we're looking for, gold in these dolerites. So it's got a really interesting bark on it. Try and find some to show you. It's like it looks really prickly. Have a look at it. It's really quite red, but they're all little fine shavings. They just come off. So it's a Minna-Ritchie tree. It grows in the goldfields and only grows in dolerite country where we find lots of gold. And when this is close to where one of the lines are going to be for our Barlows drilling. VJ and I were out a few days ago marking the lines, as you remember seeing us put all the pink tape on. Alex back out with his dough with the grader, and we're actually putting the lines in. Drilling today's Saturday and drilling starts on Monday. But he's just coming back on the line. We've just put one way just to clear it up a bit better. And it goes off that way up to the north. So these are the drill lines, of course, for the air core, which starts on Monday. And when we put the lines in, we have the raised blade a bit, and we just skim across the top to give an idea of where the line has to be, and we avoid all big trees and go around all big trees. So that's exactly what Alex has been doing. We're about to clear another line. The yellow on the stump down there, it just signifies the start of the line. The reason we didn't do any soil sampling here, some of you might be wondering why we're going straight into drilling, is because, as you can see, all the ground's been disturbed by past prospectors that have been pushed it and detected it. So soil sampling would have been just a waste of time and money. So we know there's gold here, so we're going straight in for the air core drilling to prove it up. But as you can see, it's all been moved around and disturbed. So soil sampling wouldn't have helped at all in this regard. So what happens is, I don't know if you can see Alec way down there in the distance. You can see his flashing light on the grader. You can see the pink ribbon down there. There's one just there, another one here that we put in the other day. So what I do is I drive ahead and put the flashing light on my ute there, and Alex got something to work to because he can't always see where the pink ribbon is. So that's how we do it, how we put the lines in. Well, I'm parked at the end of another line, and luckily there's not much vegetation between me and where Alex is on the grader at the moment, so that's really good. I'm at the Leonora Airport, quite a substantial airport, and we've got Jack, our geo, coming in to start our new campaign of drilling up at Barlows. Well, we just got up with D&B. They're doing our air core drilling for us, and that's our support vehicle there. There's a couple of the boys there are going to be the driller and the offsiders, and that's their drill rig. So we're ready to head off out to Barlows and start our program. We've just arrived at our the first line to start drilling. Saw the drilling support crew there. We're about to start drilling Barlows air core. Just getting set up with everything ready to go. Jack's gone across with the paperwork to do the rig inspection like you always do at the start of the program. Everyone else just getting everything organised. Well, we've just started our first hole at Barlows. They're 3 metre rods on the air core. So yeah, we've started the program and we're off and running. First line, first hole. See the heaps of samples down there, just like the RC drilling. They won't go as deep, of course, with this one. And that's Jack, our geo, walking across in front of us. And what Jack's just done is he's written a hole identification stick. So the B stands for Barlows, 22 being the year, AC being air core, and this is hole number 011, so 11, and it's 10 metres. So it's a 1 pile, 2 up to 10. So yeah, and it's very similar to how we do the RC. Jack gets samples of them, and I'll show you that as well. But sieves them, washes them, has a look at them, and yeah, we take it from there. He logs it on the computer. Jack's just picked up some sievepfuls, of course, of the samples over there, so he's sieving them, wetting them. A bit in this one? Something in this one? Oh, a bit of quartz, yeah. Come at the right time. So he's got his other dry ones there ready to go. Well, this will probably be the last hole for our first day. I think we've done 13 or 14 now. Some of them have been very deep, but they're getting deep, and the last hole showed some good results. So as you can see, on the RC rigs, the rods, because they're 6 metres, are all mechanically put on, but with the air core being 3 metres, one of the offsiders physically does it all. That's Justin, one of the offsiders, and he's doing the buckets. You can see it's coming through a little mini cyclone, not as big as the RC. So every pile again is 1 metre.